Good evening, everyone. We are now in the four periods of philosophy and its trend of thinking. So allow me to move my camera at the other side. Okay. So what is four periods of philosophy and its trend of thinking? So this is somewhat a periods that lasts for a century, a 5 century, because it has a uniform trend of thinking, no? Say for example, from the olden times up to the 19th century, so on and so forth. And it started from ancient Greece up to the contemporary period which is 20th and 21st century. That is also considered as four periods of philosophy and its trend of thinking. Okay? So let's begin with this. Okay? So the first period of the trend of thinking is ancient period. Okay? That is 1000 BCE to 5 BCE, or also known as cosmocentric. Okay? What is cosmo? Cosmo, universe, no? Centric, center, which means in ancient period the center is the universe. They always interpret their lives based on what they found in the star, based on what is the formation of the star. If you try to remember the naturalistic or the natural living, they keep on observing the movement, the formation of the star, and they relate that one into ourselves. And that is the thinking of ancient period during that time. It covered the Egyptian period of ancient Egypt, ancient Greece from Greece. We have also from ancient Rome, no? So plenty of them commonly applying this one because they trying to relate what they found at the sky to the human person's existence and also to the situation that they are in, no? So it is more on connecting themselves to the universe, and that is what the ancient period is commonly do, no? Okay, they can also predict the upcoming rebellion, upcoming incompetent leader, upcoming chosen one in the future, because they interpret that one of what they found in the heavenly bodies. So they believe that the universe is the mother of earth because earth belongs to the universe. So which means if what is characteristic that found on earth, to be specific the human person, it is also exists in the characteristic within the universe. Okay? So say for example the characteristic of stars. Okay? So the characteristic of stars is there are plenty of stars. Some of them will die out and some of them will born. It is just like what human is. What is the nature of human? No, someone will give birth and someone will die in vain. So those characteristics that found in the universe is also present in the human existence because earth itself is part of the universe. Okay, so it is just like a son and daughter and his biological parent. So what is present in the gene of the children is also present on the gene of their biological parent. So just like what happened is also on earth, if the human person living on earth possess this characteristic, it might also possess in the universe itself. Just like the stars, no? Some of them will give birth and some of them will die. Just what happened also to the human existence. Okay? So apart from that, the characteristic of universe is infinite. That is why the universe is color black, no? The space is color black because of its characteristic as infinite. You cannot able to trace down the ending of the universe, nor you can able to trace what is the beginning, no? What is the starting point and where is the finish line? Because of its blackness, you could signify it as infinite. So they also relate that one in human person, that human existence is kind of infinite, but not on the part of which is the beginning, because we can able to trace at that one, but in terms of when the human existence will over, no? Because they always believe that the human existence will always persist even if many people will die, no? So for example, other parts of the country, the population dwindled, but there is other country, their population doubled. So they always believe that there is an infinity of numbers. They could not easily trace out the ending of this human existence in terms of population. And stars also have different colors, and we all know you cannot judge the star by its color. As we all know, the color blue star is the hottest, while the color red is the coolest star. Just like also in human situation, if we've seen a man full of tattoos, we immediately judge that person as a person who is very addicted to substance. And we have seen also people that wear coat and tie, we judge them as professional and honest person. But sad to say, this is a case to case basis, that not all people that has tattoo is bad person. The same happen also when we judge the star by its color. The same also we judge the human by its tattoos, or we judge human by its the way he dressed, the way he groomed himself, or the way she groomed herself. So those are the things that we able to found out the characteristic of the universe that probably also exists to its suns, the earth and other the planets. They all possess that one. So there are plenty of things to say, no? So that is the cosmocentric. They always observe that one. The next one is medieval period. 10th century, 10 CE, no? 10 Common Era to 1500s. Theocentric. Theo meaning God, centric meaning center. The center is God. Okay? So this period is very common in terms of believing in God, because they always thinking during ancient period, they always believe about the universe. They always study about the universe, but they are not questioning who made the universe. So here it comes the idea of there is a supreme being that created everything from nothing to this, no? The world that we live in. So there being questions that why is it all of these things is happening? Why is it there is an earthquake, there is flood, there is rain? Why is it the wind is gently blowing? Why is it the sun rise? So those so many questions. They keep on wondering on that, and they come up with the theocentric, that there is a supreme being that creates everything and make all things possible. So during medieval period, the most common theme is the Roman Catholic Church, because after the medieval period came out, it is closer to the age in which the Roman Catholic is about to be declined, no? Because the Roman the Roman Empire, I mean, no? So pagbagsak sa Roman Empire, nagsugod na sad ang kaning Christianity, no? Wala pa kay Roman Catholic, later na ng Roman Catholic. So after Christianity, ni transition gamay into Roman Catholic. Okay? So this time is what happened is they believe in theocentric, they believe in God. Okay? So the church was created, and the most powerful person during the time is the Pope, who is even more powerful than the Roman Emperor. Even if the Roman Empire has fallen, there is still a Roman leader during the time, despite the fact that they were under the mercy of the, what we call this, Visigoths, because the main reason, one of the primary reason why is it the Roman Empire fell, because of the barbarians, no? Those people living in the northern part of Europe, they called themselves a Germanic tribe, and this Germanic tribe converted themselves into Roman Catholic. So they embracing, no, Roman Catholicism inside their heart. So they become kings like Charlemagne, like that one na ani mga Germanic tribe nga ni-improve na. They also supported the church, na ani mga church, na ani mga pope, and the first pope is Peter the fisherman, no, one of the apostle of Jesus Christ. So their main philosophy during the medieval period is they question the existence of God. Do God exist? What makes God a God? So those are the main questions. And they also inserted plenty of ethical views, because this time the religion is very strong. They able to preserve their ethical views, that this action is good and this action is morally wrong. So they able to stabilize everything, no? Okay, so that's how the Catholic Church is very powerful during the time. Okay, so it was spearheaded by the Roman Catholic Church, and that is Pope. The next one is modern period, 1600s to 1889. They call it anthropocentric. Anthropo meaning human, centric meaning center. The center is human. Okay? The modern period is tired listening to the ancient period, because they always talking about the universe, but they don't have the nerve, they don't get the nerve to talk about human. The modern period also tired of listening to medieval period because they keep on focusing on the God. No? So the modern period try to study on what human is capable of. What is the talent? What is the ability of human possess? What the human can do to reach its full potential ability. So this is the center. Why is it the center is human? During the modern period, Renaissance and Reformation is at its full potential. We all know that Renaissance period is... I want to simplify this one because I believe that not everybody could easily understand what Renaissance. Renaissance is an art movement, no? During the early 14th century to 16th century, in which many patron of arts came out during the time, like Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci. That is why common topic in Renaissance is more in painting, because they believe that human is the center, and this is the full potential of human can do. They could able to write, they could able to draw and reach its full potential. They could able to perform on the stage. They could able to write literary piece that could picture what they've experienced, or they could also made a fantasy story to reach its full potential ability in terms of literary piece writing. So they mold the ability of human because they believe that this is the human can do, that God can't do, that couldn't do by God. So they always believe in that. At the height of 14th to 16th century, another event happened is what we call Reformation. Reformation is an event in which other people defy the Roman Catholic beliefs and doctrines, because they question why is it this Roman Catholic Church is what we call is there is some sort of corruption happening, no? And they question that is this still connected to the value or the ethical views they believe? This is beyond religious. This is for personal interest. Because of that question in mind, because they've seen a lot of corruption is happening behind the doors of the church, they try to defy, and they created their own beliefs. They created their own set of values and ethical views. That is why the Protestantism, Lutheranism, Calvinism, Nazism came out during the event of Reformation, because they didn't want to be the disciple of Roman Catholic. They want to stay out of their comfort zone by not believing to those set of beliefs that happen, because there are a lot of corruption happen behind the doors of the church. No, not to mention because there is also controversial pope, no? Daghang kay mga controversial pope nga nahimog pope, supposedly di siya mahimog pope kay dili siya morally upright person, no? So those are the question. And other church officials like the priests, the friars, even the monks, no? So there are plenty of issues regarding that one, no? To the point that they don't believe any longer this institution, the church, no? So they need to defy and create and make their own, no, that would see fit them, and they believe that this ethical view is kind of helpful to other people, no? So they gained many followers, believers, and eventually they became a preachers. No? So they believe that what is the full potential of human can do. No? The next one is contemporary period. 1960 to present. We're talking about the 21st century right now. Existentialism. Existentialism is not a branch of philosophy, but it is a type of a school of thought, no? Per se, a school of thought that has something to do on how human decide. How do human make choices of his life? Because every decision and choices that we have, we can unfold everything. No? We can change our future if we make our own decisions and choices. Okay? It always talks about human, but the challenge during the anthropocentric, they only want the full potential of human can do in terms of its ability. But the modern period don't care about what if the human will suffer pain, anxiety, of depression. How could he make decision and choices? So those are the lacking things in the modern period in anthropocentric, because they're only seeing the full potential of the person, but they could not easily caters the question of how can the human able to survive adversities, sufferings, and challenges in life, because they are only focusing on what the human can do. So it is very tedious to see that what the human could do in a full potential, because it's too tiring, no? If you are going to see someone's able to reach their full potential in painting, but behind those talents, how about their challenges before they able to get that fame, no? They have challenges and pain, anxiety, or even they experience depressions in life, no? Existentialism is more on being realistic of what life could be in a modern world. As we all know, not all people in the contemporary period experience luxurious life. Majority of the people in the world experience pain, experience extreme poverty. And how can we able to stood up from this extreme poverty? We need to make choices. So for example, if I experience extreme poverty, do I need to lie in bed all the time, all day? So you need to make decisions. You need to stood up. You need to look for a job. No? You need to mold yourself. You need to be emotionally stable so that you can able to survive. And that's what the existentialism trying to convey, no? Trying to convey the people that life is not easy. Life is so short. No? We need to make choices. We need to make decisions. So this is what makes the existentialism unique apart from the other periods of philosophy. Because nowadays, life is very hard. It is not easy to make daily it is not easy to meet daily ends. No? Getting your salary, working, even your business. Not all business is prosperous. Sometimes we experience failure in the business. But we're trying our best to become successful and able to fought back the challenges and adversity, and we want to pay it back. We want to redeem ourselves. That is why choices and decision is very important in existentialism in contemporary world. So this is the end of 4 periods of philosophy.